Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bella Vista High School in Fair Oaks, California for the home opener of the 2023-24 high school basketball season for the Bella Vista Broncos. They welcome the Eagles of Vista Del Lago High School to town this evening, and we hope you enjoy all of the action tonight here on this Thanksgiving Friday, this Black Friday. We are happy to have you with us for all of the action here tonight from Bella Vista High School, the first of our many live streams of Bella Vista basketball home games this year. As you know, we just finished the football season and are looking forward to the lacrosse season in the spring. I'm George Tharlson, glad to have you along for all the action here tonight as we get set to bring you Bella Vista basketball here on YouTube. And if you have some friends along the way that you think might also be interested in joining tonight's broadcast, go ahead and send them the same link, youtube.com at youtube.com/@BellaVistaHoops. That is the link that will get them to the live stream tonight and our live streams throughout the season. The Broncos coming into this game 0-1. They did lose their opener the other night to Del Campo. And the Vista Del Lago Eagles, Casa Roble, I'm sorry, it was Casa Roble that they lost to, the other Fair Oaks school. They lost to Casa Roble a couple of nights ago in their season opener. They also played an exhibition game a couple of weeks ago down in Elk Grove against Cosumnes Oaks. And that was more of a charity type game, but the JV and the varsity got a chance to get on the court before everything counted and maybe shake off a little bit of the rust as you get set to begin the season. So for the Broncos, again, 0-1 coming into this season. Last year, 20-9, an 8-4 record in the Capital Valley Conference, and they lost in the first round of the Sac Joaquin section playoffs at Manteca. A heartbreaking game. Manteca hits the shot with about 5 seconds to go to take the lead, and then the half-court heave at the buzzer for Bella Vista did not go in, and they were sent home after the first round of the Sac Joaquin section playoffs. For Vista Del Lago, they were 9-19 last year, did not qualify for the playoffs, and they come into this game with a 1-1 record. Names to look for. For Bella Vista, we would normally be starting the broadcast by talking about the top returning player for the team, Damian Rickett, who averaged 13.8 points per game last year. He is not here tonight. He will not play. He also missed the game against Casa Roble the other night as well. Three other players for Bella Vista will not be playing tonight. Those are juniors Max Morris, Ben Campbell, and Ryan Warner. They are serving the fifth game of a 5-game suspension that goes back to last year after a fight in a game against Roseville where 3 players came off the bench, which from what Coach Dave Gonzalez tells me before the game, that's an automatic 5-game suspension. There were reviews and things like that also took place, but in the end, the 5-game suspension stands. This is game 5 of that, and so Messrs. Morris, Campbell, and Warner will be ready to go when Bella Vista takes the court next week. But in the meantime, we need to focus on the game here tonight, and that is the Broncos and the Eagles of Vista Del Lago. Couple of things to also keep in mind to let you know if you're not familiar with the rule changes this year in high school basketball. There's no more 1-1, and the bonus situation now is quarter by quarter. So once a team reaches 5 fouls in 1 quarter, it is the bonus situation and 2 shots on common fouls as opposed to the 1-1, and then the team fouls reset at the beginning of each quarter. It's 8-minute quarters in high school basketball, and the boys operate with a 35-second shot clock. So the Broncos are on the floor right now, and the starters, Riley Dick, a 5'11 junior. Max Prucher is a 6'1 junior. Mikey Simonian is a 6-foot senior. Mark Otrasik is a 6'3" junior. And there are your starters along with Bryce Lovins, who is jumping center for Bella Vista, and the Eagles. They will control to get things started. This is Mason Rostomi. He kicks it out for a three-point shot on the outside, and the Vista Del Lago the Vista Del Lago Eagles, they draw first blood. So here are the Broncos, and here's a steal and an easy layup there for Miles Ignacio, one of the leading scorers on this team for Vista Del Lago. So it's a 5-point game already for 5-0 lead for Vista Del Lago. This is Riley Dick, who gets bodied up there by Mason Rostomi, and Rostomi will get called for his first foul of the game. There's Simonian with a jumper. And the ball is off of Bella Vista, so the Broncos will go back on defense. Oh no, they changed it. Broncos will get possession. So we're just about a minute into the game. The Broncos will have the opportunity here. Riley Dick is inbounding. Simonian controls. This is Prucher, now back out front to Simonian. Prucher once again finds the opening to the free throw line and only finds iron. Rebound controlled by Jesse Peterson. His entry pass into the lane, saved by Bella Vista. Here come the Broncos. Nice cutting move to draw the foul. That's Mikey Simonian again. Simonian will go to the line and looking to put Bella Vista on the board here. 2 shots. Of course, that's all you get other than the and one opportunities. So the Broncos are on the board with the first free throw there by Mikey Simonian. And he gets 2. So it's a 5-2 lead for Vista Del Lago. They clear the full court press, 3-point shot on the way. Vista Del Lago trying to use their height advantage there. The ball goes out of bounds. Bella Vista will control. That's Miles Ignacio, who's averaging 14 points per game in the first 2 games of the year for Vista Del Lago. So here's Simonian. And it looks like a foul in backcourt. And this one's going to go against Nathan Kramer. Simonian lost it, gets it back. Tight man-to-man defense from Vista Del Lago right now, actually switching into a 2-3 zone. Fade away from Simonian, that one's a little short. Eagles control. Nice pass across the court to a cutting Ignacio, and he puts it in. Beautiful assist on the far side for Vista Del Lago. Here's Prucher. Lovins at the top of the key. Riley Dick for 3. And that one's off. There's a foul on the floor. Bella Vista will control. So that's going to go against Rostomi. That's his second personal foul. And the third team foul in the first quarter here for Vista Del Lago. From the free throw line, Lovins. His first points of the night. Broncos down by 3. That's Ignacio, almost lost control of the ball. Three-pointer in the corner, beautiful shot there by Jesse Peterson. 10-4, 6-point lead. Man-to-man pressure, and we're going to get an offensive foul called on Mark Atrocic. I'm sorry. That's his first, as he tried to ward the player off, and unfortunately for him, too much contact, so they call the offensive foul, and that's his first. Peterson will inbound for Vista Del Lago. And new into the game is Nick Noguchi. Here's another three-point shot on the way. That one rolls out for Ignacio, and now he's got the rebound. Here's Noguchi at the top. Kramer down the lane. Bella Vista controls. Off the foot. And here's Kramer driving into the lane, draws the foul, and will get a couple of free throws out of this one. That'll be on Mark Atrocic. That is his second personal foul. 2 team fouls on Bella Vista. And the Broncos are going to make some substitutions. We'll pick those up as we go. And actually, it was not in the act of shooting. So inbound on the baseline. Here's a three-point shot on the way that's iron and nothing else. Lovins the rebound, double teamed immediately, and draws the foul. 6-point Eagle lead here. Vista Del Lago at Bella Vista. Glad to have you along for the live stream here tonight. There's a nice underhanded pass underneath. Closed off, trying to loop his way around, and gets the roll. That's a nice move there by Zachary O'Neal just into the game. Here is a 30-foot three-point shot on the way. He shot that one from Folsom, where Vista Del Lago High School is located. We're going to get 2 free throws here on a Bella Vista foul on the rebound. And that's going to be on Zachary O'Neal as well. Zachary O'Neal, a 6'4 junior, 10 points the other night against Casa Roble. And that's Nathan Kramer at the free throw line. And he gets 1 of 2. So it's a 5-point lead. Substitutions now as Kramer comes out. Oh, actually, Kramer stays in. Ball deflected on the inbounds. And now Prucher's going to do the honors. Knocked away by Kramer, and Bella Vista will retain possession. 4:07 to go in the opening quarter. 5-point lead for Vista Del Lago. They've led from the outset, got a 3-point shot within the first few seconds of the game. But Bella Vista trying to stay close as Simonian takes it to the free throw line and draws the foul. And that is that brings Vista Del Lago to 5 team fouls. So it's two shots now for Simonian as we've reached the bonus. So there's another free throw for Simonian. 3 of 3 from the line tonight so far. And make it 4 of 4. He's got 4 points to lead the way for Bella Vista. 3-point deficit now for the Broncos. Putting up a bit of a pressure. And here's another long 3-point shot, Ignacio. My goodness. Nobody's on him. He says, I'm going to take that shot from Folsom if you're going to leave me open like that. Took one earlier. That one goes in. 14-8. 6-point game. Lovins. Simonian. Simonian drives the lane, tries to split a double team, and he's called for a travel. Did look like he dragged the foot a little bit, trying to make something out of that double team. So it's a turnover for Bella Vista. They put up the pressure now with 3:26 to go in the opening quarter. There's Ignacio once again. And now Noguchi. Kramer into the lane, and he draws the foul from Zachary O'Neal. That's a second on O'Neal. Fourth team foul on Bella Vista. And Ignacio will inbounds the ball. Ignacio, 14 points per game, as we mentioned earlier. Bring it over to the corner where they find Ignacio. That one's coming up short. O'Neal the rebound. Directing traffic. Jonah Wooden into the game now for Bella Vista. He's been in for a few minutes, actually, his first touch. Wooden, and they call him for the travel as well. Substitution. Kramer is going to come out, and Nico Biaghetti is coming in for Vista Del Lago at 1 point, or has been averaging about a point per game so far early in the season as Noguchi drives the lane and finds the basket. 16-8 is the score. Back the other way, Bella Vista scores. Didn't quite see who got that one, but the Broncos are on the board again, so it's 16-10, near steal in backcourt. So that was Simonian that had that deuce for Bella Vista. And here's a steal. That's Zachary O'Neal. Oh, he tried the cross-court pass looking for Simonian, and it's picked off by Vista Del Lago. They'll bring it back the other way. Here's another long three-point shot from the other side. Inside position for Zachary O'Neal to get the rebound, and they're going to get the foul called on Vista. Vista Del Lago, I should say. You got Bella Vista and Vista Del Lago. Lots of vistas going on here. So we're still bonus situation with 2:09 to go. And so Zachary O'Neal will go to the free throw line for his first two shots. That's the fifth free throw of the game for Bella Vista and the first miss. Substitutions now. Riley Dick is back into the game. Jonah Wooden will retreat to the bench. And O'Neal will take his second shot. That one comes out as well. And the Eagles control. Marcus Murch getting ready to come into the game for Bella Vista as the ball goes thrown away by Vista Del Lago. And Murch will replace Bryce Lovins with 2:05 to go. Simonian, nice screen by O'Neal. Fadeaway jumper by Simonian, he draws it. Simonian, the leading scorer tonight. Now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout called by Vista Del Lago. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. So early on here for Bella Vista, Mikey Simonian is the leading scorer. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line and a total of 8 points so far for Bella Vista. And Zachary O'Neal set up Simonian for that last deuce with a perfect screen halfway between the midcourt line and the top of the key, and sent the Vista Del Lago victim, I guess, if you will, to the ground. But it was a clean screen, and he went to the ground. And there was, in the words of the legendary broadcaster, the late Chick Hearn, no harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance. So Bella Vista in possession of the ball. We've got substitution coming in. Mason Rastomi is back in. And there are two Rastomis on this team for Vista Del Lago. Dominic Rastomi is the senior. He's averaging about 3 points per game. But Mason, and here goes Mason down the lane with the runner. He draws the foul. Get that on Riley Dick. 2 shots. And Rastomi on the board for the first time. One of 2 for Rastomi, but the Eagles control the rebound. Biaghetti with the miss there. Bella Vista controls. This is Riley Dick. Football fans will remember him taking over as the starting quarterback. Heartbreak three-point shot there for Prucher, and then they try to get the ball back out to him, and it goes over his head and out of bounds into backcourt. So Bella Vista turns the ball over. That was halfway down, and it came back out. So here's Biaghetti. Rastomi on Prucher. Into the lane, there's a fadeaway with a line drive shot there for Owen Pettis, who is in for his first action. And Pettis with a little bit of size there too. Looks like he goes about 6 feet tall. Here's Simonian, lost the ball out of bounds. It was deflected away with 45 seconds to go. And a 7-point lead for Vista Del Lago. Bella Vista in control of the possession right now. And we've got, sounds like they called that one on Marcus Murch for a moving screen maybe. So Bella Vista turns that one over. 41 seconds to go. Shot clock hasn't really been an issue here yet. We do have a 35-second shot clock in boys basketball. It was introduced in California back in 1997. Here's Pettis. Entry pass is knocked away. Prucher to Dick. 29 seconds to go. Dick to the top of the key. Here's Simonian. Simonian drives into the lane. He spins around and all kinds of off-balance action, and he draws the foul. They could have easily called a travel there, but they do call the foul. It looks like that's on Brian Zhang for his first foul of the game. And 2 shots now for Mikey Simonian.
Mitch, so the green lights should be on, both green lights? Who does that? Oh, you do? Okay.
So Bryce Lovins is coming into the game.
I'm just curious.
Trotsik will come out. And Lovins is going to actually back up into backcourt and join Marcus Murch. Simonian will look to hopefully get 1 of 2 here. And he does. So 19-13, 6-point game. Full court press now from Bella Vista. Eagles clear. Pettis tries another entry pass, and he's 0 for 2 on entry passes. Both of those have been taken away. 7 seconds to go. Bella Vista looking to play for 1. Simonian gets the screen. Now he's closed off to Riley Dick. Three-pointer at the buzzer. That one's too long. So we have come to the end of the first quarter of play. It is 19-13. Our score with Vista Del Lago out in front.
All right, so what? Oh, this one? All right, so yeah. Ignacio's the one that's doing pretty good. Mason Rastomi has 2 fouls on the ball. Zhang, Lawrence, and Kramer only have 1.
So Bella Vista holding tight with Vista Del Lago at this point. Mikey Simonian leading the way for the Broncos, 9 points in that first quarter. Miles Ignacio, he hit 1 3-point shot from way downtown, if you will. He's got 7 points on the game, and a couple of other 3-pointers for Vistas. They've spread their scoring out pretty nicely. They're 19 points with Dominic Rustami and Jesse Peterson each scoring each with a 3-point shot as well. So 6-point game here at the end of the first quarter. It's a full break that will be backing up. Underway in the second quarter, Vista Del Lago in possession. This is Mason Rastomi. He tries to take it all the way in, and he draws the foul. So this one will go against Prucher. That'll be his first. Vista Del Lago struggling a little bit at the free throw line at times tonight. Bella Vista hoping maybe they can take advantage of that. We'll see what Rastomi does here. 1 of 2. One-man pressure in backcourt for Vista. They almost come up with a steal. Simonian all the way in, up with the runner, and drills the shot. Mikey Simonian, the first one to hit double digits tonight, and Bella Vista within 5. And Mason Rastomi says, I'll answer that. 3-point shot puts it back to an 8-point lead now for Vista Del Lago. They've got some shooters that can hit the outside shot. I think Bella Vista may need to adjust their defense a little bit, go out and challenge those guys. Petrotzik into the corner, Simonian, and they call him for the travel. That's a tough move where you try and maybe fake one way and go the other way. You wind up picking up that pivot foot before the ball hits the ground, and that will lead to a turnover. So it's an 8-point lead for Vista Del Lago. There's Rastomi once again, and Rastomi, I'll tell you, there's one thing that he is able to do, and that is draw fouls. He did hit that 3-point shot a few moments ago. And again, misses the first. This is the second consecutive trip to the free throw line for Rastomi where he's missed the first. And he gets the second for the second consecutive time. Overplay by Rastomi, and he knocks it out of bounds. So Bella Vista, now they won't be able to run the baseline here now the ball was knocked out of bounds. Here's Riley Dick. Riley Dick is someone that's used to pressure. It's different here in the basketball court. Here's Marcus Murch into the lane. Foul before the shot. Correct. So they will inbound the ball to the right of the basket. Lovins had trouble handling the ball, and nice defense on the part of Pettis to knock it off of Lovins and out of bounds and force another Bronco turnover. Here's Mason Rastomi. Ignacio. Miles Ignacio looks unstoppable from that range. His second three-pointer of the night. 27-15, the Vista Del Lago lead is now 12. Simonian can't get the shot. Here's Rastomi. Pettis wide open underneath the basket. Beautiful assist by Pettis. And the basket to Jonas Stegel into the game. That's his first 2. Murch at the top of the key. Underneath to O'Neal. O'Neal muscles it in and draws the foul. Sounds like they called that one on Ignacio. And O'Neal will go to the line. And Rastomi controls the rebound. Here's Ignacio, passes up the 3 that time. This is Kramer. Kramer finds the opening, up with the right hand. Loose ball, still on the ground. Controlled by Vista Del Lago. Inside, turnaround jumper on the way. That one's no good from Jonas Stegel. Out of bounds, Vista Del Lago will control. Ignacio will inbound. Gets it back off the screen, three-pointer, Ignacio. Ignacio has been ignited. And here's a steal in backcourt. Almost a steal. Kramer winds up knocking it out of bounds and then following the ball out of bounds. Bella Vista will take possession. Simonian, who is the point guard for Bella Vista. Pick to the right side, and they say he traveled. Another turnover for Bella Vista. Dominic Rostami will come back into the game, and Kramer will have a seat on the bench for Vista Del Lago. So it's 32-17. That's a 15-point lead for Vista Del Lago as they're starting to put some distance between themselves and the Broncos. Rostami all the way down. Marcus Murch high into the air to secure that rebound. Simonian showing his skills. He'll pull up for a long three-point shot, Mikey Simonian. His first trifecta of the game. Cuts the lead to 12 with under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Looking to answer back is Dominic Ristomi with his second three-pointer of the game. Anything you can do, I can do also. Riley Dick into front court. Into the lane. He might have traveled, got away with it. Here's Simonian. He'll launch another long three-pointer. That one's off. Jacob Zimmerman into the game, pulls down that rebound. Mason Ristomi. Ignacio wide open from Folsom. That one is no good. Another rebound for Marcus Murch. Couple in the last couple of minutes for Marcus Murch. So we hit 4 minutes to go. Here's Riley Dick. Off a screen, three-pointer Simonian. That one's going to miss everything and go out of bounds. Kirby Babiano, a senior, coming into the game, and he'll replace Mason Ristomi. You don't expect Ristomi's going to be on the bench very long. Gotten himself to the free throw line quite a bit, has also drained a three-pointer in this game. This is Babiano. He'll find Rostami, the other Rostami, the taller Rostami. Here's Ignacio down to the baseline. And that one is put in the basket by Stagel. 37-20, 17-point game. Man-to-man defense for Vista Del Lago on the overplay and the steal. Here's Babiano all the way in, crashing to the boards, draws the foul, and he gets the hoop. He's back up. That one's on Riley Dick. Second on I've got for Dick. He'll come out now. Substitutions for either team. Jesse Peterson back in. Jonah Wooden is back into the game for Bella Vista. Babiano misses the three-point opportunity there, and it looked like he was a little limping a little bit, but he seems fine right now after taking that hard hit. Wooden on Babiano, and they're going to call Babiano for a foul. He just got a little too aggressive there, and that'll be the first on Kirby Babiano. 19-point lead for Vista Del Lago. Marcus Murch at the top. Man-to-man defense again for Vista Del Lago. Here's Lovins. Wide open is Simonian on the baseline in the air. Can't get the roll. Off balance. O'Neal with a deflection and then a foul. So that's 3 on Zachary O'Neal. And they're warning the Bella Vista bench that is 3 on O'Neal. Here's a three-point shot on the way, and good. That one is from Jesse Peterson. That's his second 3 of the game. 22-point lead now. Here's Wooden, closed off, and the ball just taken away by Jesse Peterson. Loose ball on the ground. Kirby Babiano tries to save it, and they're going to say he stepped on the sideline. And so Bella Vista will take possession of the ball there. 2:24 to go in the second quarter. Here's Wooden all the way to the basket, and he gets his first 2 of the game. Jonah Wooden, the 5'11 sophomore, on the scoreboard for the first time. Babiano in front court, matched up on Wooden. There's a blocked shot by Marcus Murch. 2 rebounds and a block already for him. Loose ball on the ground. They'll call the jump, and the possession arrow will favor the Broncos. Simonian back near the baseline. All the way to the free throw line. He's going to back it out, set the offense. This is Wooden on Babiano. O'Neal, 3 fouls. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for Murch underneath. The ball was deflected, and Murch trying to save it. Can't control it, and Bella Vista will turn it over again. Murch was setting up in the low block. Unfortunately for Bella Vista, they just couldn't get it to him. Here's Babiano. Dominic Rostami. And O'Neal controls the rebound. O'Neal using that 6'4" frame. He's among the taller players on the Broncos this year. They gave up a lot of height and a lot of senior leadership last year. Simonian for 3. That's his second three-pointer of the game. Babiano. There's a turnover by Vista Del Lago. So Bella Vista trailing by 17. Opportunity to cut the lead down a little further. It's both teams at 4 team fouls here in the second quarter. So it'll be 2 shots on common fouls the rest of the way for the first half. Wooden controls the loose ball. There's Zachary Taylor. That one's too long. Here come the Eagles once again. And that's Nico Biaghetti, his first 2 points of the game. About 30 seconds to go now. Here's Simonian back with a finger roll that swirls around and drops in. Simonian is nearing 20 points. And maybe that's an exaggeration. He's definitely halfway through the double digits, though, the 10s. Three-pointer for Biaghetti. That one's blocked by O'Neal. O'Neal loses it. It will go out of bounds. And it will remain Bella Vista ball with 2 seconds to go before halftime. And here's the long baseball pass at the buzzer. And we have come to the end of the first half of play. And it's really been Vista Del Lago to control this one from the outset. 44-27 here at halftime. We are going to take a bit of a breather right now. We'll keep the live stream live for you, but take a bit of a breather. We'll just keep the cameras on mid-court and see what action happens here at halftime. 44-27. We'll be back in a couple of minutes and get you ready for the second half of action. I muted it there and turned up the crowd mic.
You put up the what?
The crowd mic. So I'm just picking up the crowd. That's this mic right here.
Wow.
I can't hear you. So,
Are you doing the video? You do such a good job. I mean, that's not easy to get.
For a long time?
Man, even in football, you're just right on.
so what you need to do now on the scoreboard is change the second to an H for halftime. Go into the edit
I
property.
can't just go to third and 8.
Yeah, well, we're at halftime, so we'll put halftime up first.
You want to go full service for everyone? tracking turnovers?
Tracking turnovers? No, I'm only tracking shots made, shots not made, and then during every halftime, I'm going to calculate the shots. So right now, Simonian is at a 50% chance of making a shot because he has tossed 17 and missed 7. But the other 10, he got it. And for Leon, he's at a
Yeah, that didn't sound right. If we got 27, I don't think he's got 20 of them.
No, that was
just
me
seems like
looking at my score sheet and not being able to add it up right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16. He's at 18. Simonian has 18 points.
That's amazing. Out of 27? He's definitely shouldering the load without Damien.
Yeah, I am off by a point here. I've got 22, 24, 26. So I'm missing 1 point. Oh, you've got Zachary O'Neal with a free throw. Okay, I missed that. So. Okay, so what you want to be doing here is on the free throws, you actually want to be putting them on the second one. Because we track free throws made in this separately from shots being thrown. So for the third and fourth quarter, try to do that, okay? Yeah, and so again, no, it's not actually. Shots from the floor, so that's shots during the action. The makes and misses are separate from the free throws.
Alright, I think I can remember what Trey says about Wooden. I'm pretty sure Wooden was not a free throw. O'Neal
Yeah.
won the free throw, so.
Yeah, anything that you mark with a 1 is definitely a free throw. So.
I can redo the math.
Yeah, here, hang on just a second. I'll look at the other side. I messed my score sheet up too. I didn't go to the second quarter. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
George, these are for you.
Okay.
Recalculate for Simonian and O'Neal.
I'm going to come back on.
So we are at halftime here at Bella Vista High School as the Broncos trailing here. By 17 points. 44-27 is the score. Taking a look at some of the first half numbers of the 27 points by the Bella Vista Broncos. Mikey Simonian has 18 of them. Now, when Damian Rickett gets back, he's the leading scorer for this team. He averaged 13 points per game last year, but as the second leading scorer. But you know that Rickett is going to be playing, is going to be the leading scorer. If Simonian can be putting up these kind of numbers in addition to what they're going to get from Rickett when he rejoins the team next week, things could be moving a lot better offensively for the Bella Vista Broncos when we are back on for our next live stream on the 5th of December. We'll talk about the Bella Vista schedule coming up here in just a second. So Simonian has 18 points. Zachary O'Neal has 5, also has 3 fouls, and then 2 each for Jonah Wooden and Bryce Levens. Leading the way for the Eagles is Miles Ignacio with 13 points, and Mason Rastomi himself, he's got 7. Those are the leaders for the Eagles. Then Dominic Rostami, a couple of 3-pointers for a total of 6 points as well. So he and Mason Rostami, presuming they're brothers, combining for 12 points. And then Jonas Stagel has 4 points, 2 each for Kirby Babiano, Owen Pettis, and Nick Noguchi. And Nathan Kramer has 2 points as well on a couple of free throws. So that rounds out the scoring here for both teams. Just kind of taking a look at the schedule. Of course, Bella Vista, they had the game, the exhibition game a couple of weeks ago against Cosumnes Oaks. And they had the full roster for that game because the suspensions and other reasons for players not being here, none of those were in play on that particular night. They did lose that game to Cosumnes Oaks, but again, none of that counts towards any of the standings or anything like that. It was just a warm-up game where the gate went to charity. Earlier this week on Tuesday, the season opener against Casa Roble over in Orangevale. Bella Vista loses that one 69-48. They will take on Mira Loma of Sacramento on the 28th. That'll be a road game. They'll be at Mira Loma on November 28th. And then they will be in a tournament next weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the West Park tournament. So they've got 4 games next week, 3 of which will be on consecutive days. So they play Tuesday, get a break Wednesday, and then they go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And this is as school is resuming as well after the Thanksgiving break. We're next with you for our next live stream on Tuesday, December 5th, when the Broncos will host the Golden Eagles of Del Oro. That'll be a home non-league matchup at 7:30 here at the Bella Vista Bronco gym here at Bella Vista High School. Then Del Campo of Fair Oaks comes calling on the 12th, and Lincoln will be here. The Lincoln Zebras will be here on the 13th. Those are back-to-back home games in the second week of December for the Broncos. Then they have a road game on the 14th against Mesa Verde, a home game on the 19th against McClatchy, which we will have as well for the live stream. They will be taking on Franklin of Elk Grove in a Hoops for Humans game at Wood Creek High School on the 21st. And then the Saturday before Christmas, they will be home here against Union Mine, and we will have that for you as well on the live stream. And that'll be our final live stream of the 2023 calendar year. You look at the schedule, you see a game that is marked as a home game on the 27th at 4 p.m. against Patterson. That is at the Roseville Varsity Tournament, and that is their first round matchup in that tournament. They've got games on the 28th and 29th as well. So those games are over at Roseville. So even though that's a home game, technically it's a home game, meaning that they will be wearing the white uniforms and all of that. So we don't have that. We don't live stream that one in the Roseville tournament. And then we will be back with you after the first of the year when they begin league play on January 3rd. So all Bella Vista boys varsity home games will be streamed right here on YouTube, youtube.com/at Bella Vista Hoops. That's where you find our live streams for each of the home games. Final instructions for both teams as we get set for the second half of play to get underway. And Bella Vista, obviously, they want to regroup and see what they can do here in the second half. Switch it to 3. Yeah. So Bella Vista will have Lovins, Dick. They'll have Prucher and Simonian and Atrotzik to start the second half. It looks like Vista Del Lago returns their starting lineup as well, and they will have possession to start the second half. Here is Mason Rostami. inside underneath. The ball blocked from behind, but the foul is called on Simonian. And Brian Zhang will go to the free throw line for Vista Del Lago. So Vista Del Lago is struggling with that first free throw tonight. Their MO tonight has been to miss the first and make the second, and that's what they do. Brian Zhang with his first point of the game, and the lead now goes up 45-27. Just underway in the third quarter. Simonian out front on Dominic Rostami. Here's Prucher. Otrotzik works off a screen. They reset the offense. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Otrotzik tries to drive in, does draw the foul. And this one will go against Nathan Kramer, second foul of the evening. And the ball is deflected away, and Vista Del Lago will take possession. Mason Rostami, who is the point guard for this team, pulls up inside the free throw line. The runner does not go. Simonian the rebound. Simonian leans in for a runner, swirls and drops, and he is at 20 points for the game tonight. And we're going to get a timeout called immediately by Vista Del Lago. a 16-point lead for Bella Vista. Still, if they can get a run going, within striking distance. So just a time to regroup, and head coach Jay Washington for Vista Del Lago, he's real emphatic. You can probably hear him actually as our crowd mic kind of picks him up a little bit. Did not like what he was seeing, even though his team is up 16 points with that immediate rebound and score by Mikey Simonian, who is leading all scorers in this game with 20 points. A minute into the third quarter, the runner from Rostami does not go. Bella Vista a chance to cut the lead further. Otrotzik. Here's Prucher. Otrotzik once again. Open three-pointer of Simonian. Got it! Mikey Simonian having a career night. The lead is now 13. Rostami answers the other way. That one doesn't go. Twice tonight, Vista Del Lago has answered Bella Vista threes with threes of their own, but that time it didn't go. Dominic Rostami will be called for the foul. Bella Vista will take possession. They could get this lead down to 11 and maybe 10 if they can get themselves another three-point shot. Dominic Rostami will come out of the game. And back in is Brian Zhang. Here's Simonian again to the baseline. Double teamed. Lovins. This is Otrotzik at the top of the key. Lovins. Here's Prucher for three. Got it! Maxwell Prucher dents the scoreboard for the first time tonight. It is a 10-point lead for Vista Del Lago. There's a nice cutting runner that comes off. Lovins the rebound. Simonian looking for the opportunity. He'll now back it out. Prucher open for another three. Dick with the rebound. And Lovins almost controlled that one for Bella Vista. Here come the Eagles. Nice job by Zhang to keep the pivot foot there as he tried to control the ball on the baseline. Here's Peterson driving all the way in. That's off. Turnaround shot is rejected. Here come the Broncos back the other way. Prucher all the way in. Takes it all the way to the rack and puts it up and in. Prucher. 5 quick points here in the third quarter. Bella Vista within 8. Here's Zhang. His pass is deflected, taken away by the Broncos. I wonder if Vista Del Lago might want to call another timeout. Bella Vista's been on a roll since their last one. Otrotzik thought about the three, drives into the lane, up with the right hand. He draws the foul and will go to the line. Jonas Stagel called for the foul. Third team foul on Vista Del Lago. Two more, and it's 2 shots on common fouls. Again, if you're not familiar with the rule change this year, the 1-and-1 is a thing of the past in high school basketball. As our 7 foul bonus for the half, it is now 5 fouls in the quarter. Kind of like the NBA, actually. In fact, exactly like the NBA. It's just that the high school quarters are only 8 minutes instead of 12. So 1 of 2 for Otrotzik. He's on the scoreboard for the first time. Bella Vista now within 9. Rostami hippity hops the dribble across the midcourt line. Riley Dick with a steal. Dick with the double team, closed off, loose ball taken away by Vista Del Lago. Bella Vista, Vista Del Lago. Try saying all of that 10 times fast. 2-3 zone from Bella Vista. We got a whistle. Foul away from the ball. So here's Pettis. Finger roll layup is good, and that ends a bit of a scoring drought for Vista Del Lago. They only had 2 points in the first near 4 minutes of this third quarter. Bella Vista, on the other hand, a lot more than that. Here's Simonian driving into the lane, and he draws the foul. Bella Vista in this third quarter on an 11-4 run to get back in this game. 9-point lead. And Simonian will go to the free throw line. A hush over this crowd. It looks like both teams are having a little trouble with that first free throw. And Simonian makes the second. 24 points on the game for Mikey Simonian. 8-point lead. Bella Vista bringing their 2-3 zone into backcourt. They save the ball from inbounds. They get it to Simonian on the steal for Bella Vista, and he puts it up and in. Mikey Simonian gets the deuce there, and a foul after the shot. A push to the head by Jesse Peterson, and so Bella Vista is going to get the ball out of bounds. The basket counts. They are within 6 and possession. Oh, it's the fifth team foul. So that's free throws now. So it was on this change of possession after the basket. So it's not considered an offensive or player control foul, which I believe does not count as a team foul. So that is a team foul. Simonian misses the first. He is at 26 points. 3 substitutions coming in for Vista Del Lago. We'll pick them up as we go. Ignacio's one of them. You probably saw that coming. He's been quiet. We haven't really heard from him here in the second half. Simonian looking for his 27th point for tonight. And he's got it. Mikey Simonian, by the way, 9 points in this quarter alone. And 18 in the first half. Full court press again for Bella Vista. And the Eagles control. Well within the required 10 seconds. In the corner, Ignacio. Vista Del Lago maintains possession. Here's Pettis at the top of the key. Bella Vista has gone to that zone, and that's partly helped them get back in this game to where they are down by 5 points. It looks like Nathan Kramer drawing the foul there. That'll be on Riley Dick. I have him for 3. Apparently it's 4, okay. So this is 2 shots. Kramer is at the line. And he ends the drought of missed first free throws. So O'Neal's going to come in. O'Neal's got 3 fouls. He will replace Riley Dick. You can see the frustration on Dick's face. I don't think he agrees with that foul call. Kramer gets the other free throw as well. So it's back to a 7-point lead for Vista Del Lago. They're putting up a bit of a full court press, but Atrocic gets it across. This is O'Neal at the top of the key on Ignacio. Here's Simonian again, looking to make something happen. Krucher back to Atrocic. He'll launch a 3. Flying in, Simonian tries to come up with the rebound. And it looks like he's headed back to the free throw line. So that'll be on Mason Rostomi, 3rd on him. 2 free throws. Zach O'Neal will back off the free throw lane and go into backcourt to join Bryce Levens. And 1 of 2 for Simonian. 10 points in this quarter. A steal for Bella Vista underneath. Simonian gets the pass from Atrocic, and he puts it up and in. Simonian's at 30 points. Back the other way. Here's 2 points for. Looks like that's Stagel that got those 2 points for Vista Del Lago. 6-point lead. Prucher, 3! Bammo! Maxwell Prucher. And here's a long 3-point shot the other way for Ignacio. He tried to answer that one from Prucher that brought Bella Vista within 3 points. And the long rebound goes out of bounds. So the Broncos could tie the score with another 3-point shot. Finds a cutting, almost found a cutting O'Neal. Steal and a foul now back the other way. Looks like this will go against Prucher. That's be the 4th team foul on Bella Vista here with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Lovins will come out. Marcus Murch back in. They'll go deep into backcourt. Ignacio is open, gets off a screen, finds a cutting Stagel, and Stagel takes it to the rack and rolls it in. 53-48, 5-point game. A fury of points for Bella Vista in this 3rd quarter. Inside underneath Prucher. Prucher a little short on the shot. Loose on the ground. Vista Del Lago controls Bella Vista. They find an open man underneath the basket and the foul. So Bella Vista had everybody defensively in backcourt trying to force the turnover. Vista Del Lago beat that and found the open man, Jonah Stagel, with the hoop, and now he'll go to the line. So Jonah Wooden will come in, and O'Neal will come out. Did O'Neal get that foul? If so, that's his 4th. Or is he out? 4. Missed free throw. So the Broncos down by 7. They got it all the way back to 3. Now they need to keep going. Long 3-pointer for Simonian. And that's controlled by Pettis. Pettis, the bounce pass forward. Nice passing by Bella Vista. And Nathan Kramer finishes. Back to a 9-point lead. Bella Vista used a lot of energy to get back to within 3. They've given up 6 straight. Otrotzik closed off. Simonian. Backs it back out. 43 seconds to go. 16 on the shot clock. Simonian all the way in. Winds up on the ground. No foul call. Stagel the rebound. Ignacio. He'll find Pettis. Pettis will wait for everyone to set. He'll back it back out. Mason Rostami will run the point at the midcourt circle. There's about a second differential on the shot clock. They can essentially play for one. Here's Kramer. Kramer on Murch. Murch gets around a screen. Almost came up with a steal. Three-point shot from Kramer is no good. Otrotzik controls. 10 seconds to go. Pass comes out stolen. Ignacio. Rebound for Vista Del Lago, and the putback is in. I think it was Kramer that got that one. At the buzzer, Bella Vista had a chance to cut the lead, but instead it's Vista Del Lago that gets the points at the end of the quarter as time expires, and now they will take an 11-point lead into the fourth quarter of play. But the story tonight for Bella Vista is Mikey Simonian, 18 points in the first half, and he's double digits in the third quarter alone. Give me just a second here. He is at 30 points for the night through three quarters. That means he has 18 points in the first half, 12 in the third quarter alone. Mikey Simonian has been on fire, and some critical three-point shots in this third quarter, that is, have helped bring Bella Vista back into the game. Shifting to a 2-3 zone also helped them as well. So the Broncos, boy, what a run there in the second half. That is in the third quarter. That is the only time I believe that they have outscored Vista Del Lago in a quarter in the game tonight, and certainly did so with 38 points as a team in the third quarter. 38 points by Bella Vista, all by either Simonian or Prucher. Prucher with two three-pointers and a deuce for a total of 8 points in that third quarter, and Mikey Simonian, scoring-wise at least, did the rest with 30 points. 16 points for Vista Del Lago in the third quarter. So they got outscored 38-16. And there's a three-pointer for Simonian, getting things started here in the fourth quarter. He's got 33 tonight. All right, so Vista Del Lago will now make the Rostomi switch as Dominic will come in for Mason. Ignacio will inbound, 7:45 to go. The lead is 8. Dominic Rostami across the midcourt line, and he does. He travels with the ball. I thought he might have taken some extra steps. Dave Gonzalez was up off the bench calling for it as well, and the official agrees.
Traveling's just a turnover.
Yeah, not a foul. Here's a Trotzik. Now Murch at the top of the key underneath to Simonian. He's double teamed, looking for some help. Muscles up a shot that's going to dance around and drop in. Just about everything is falling tonight for Mikey Simonian. Some nice defense in back court there by Simonian as well. Deflects it out of bounds and will force another inbound. And now a baseball pass to midcourt. Here's Pettis. Pettis is picked up on Murch. Murch turns his back, draws. No, he draws the offensive foul. Wow. Owen Pettis is not happy with that call. Murch got turned around. Murch, and he must have done the arm bar or something, which I know was a point of emphasis not long ago. Otrotzik having some trouble getting hounded, and they draw a foul, and a technical foul has been called against Vista Del Lago. Well, let's find out what it is here. So it looks like the foul on Vista Del Lago on, I believe it's on Pettis, and then they also called the technical foul on Pettis. So that's actually 2 team fouls for him. Or 2 personal fouls, because technical fouls are personal fouls. So this is going to be an opportunity here for Bella Vista. There's going to be free throws for the technical shot. It's the 3rd team foul, so it's a common foul. The foul that happened on the far sideline was just a common foul. So at 3 team fouls, that is that will be just possession to Bella Vista. So.
Vista Del Lago combined to that.
So Simonian will go to the line to shoot the technical foul shots. You know, I have got a fantastic crew working for me. Scarlett Thompson is back from the football season. She's doing the stats. And we got John Warner, who's working who's producing the live stream tonight, who just pointed out to us that the combined name of the 2 schools, Bella Vista, Vista Del Lago, beautiful view of the lake in Spanish. How about that? Simonian. Now he gets the second one here. He's nearing 40 points.
Out of the 54 that they have right now.
Mikey Simonian with those 2 free throws is now at 37 points. Mercy. What a night for Mikey Simonian. 4-point lead for Bella Vista. Let's see if the whole team can rally around Mikey Simonian and pull one out here. Inside Jonah Wooden. First points of the second half. The lead is 2. The ball at midcourt, knocked out of bounds. Vista Del Lago. Vista Del Lago in possession right now. Inside a double team, the ball muscled away, but the Eagles still control. Here's Ignacio, very quiet second half. Jonah Wooden, aggressive defense, knocks it out of bounds. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 2-point Vista Del Lago lead, and a timeout has been called. My goodness, this has turned into quite a game. It was all Vista Del Lago in the first half, but then just a furious comeback in the third quarter. 38 points by Bella Vista, outscoring Vista Del Lago 38-16 in that third quarter to get back in this game. And mind you, this is without their top player and their leading scorer, Damian Rickett, who will be back with the team next week, along with Max Morris, Ben Campbell, and Ryan Warder, who are also not here, are not playing tonight. So 6.5 to go, fourth quarter, 2-point lead for Bella Vista. And I can honestly tell you, our very first lacrosse live stream, the varsity game, went overtime, and Bella Vista won that. The very first football game came down to the wire against Union Mine, and Bella Vista came back and took the lead late in that game before giving up the go-ahead touchdown. And now our very first basketball live stream is turning into another barn burner. How about that? Let's hope it continues for the next 6.5 minutes. Vista Del Lago has possession. Up by 2. They have led the entire game. The only tie was 0-0, and that wasn't for long. Mason Rostami into front court. Bella Vista continuing with the zone defense. High post. They'll kick it back over. Three-pointer for Rostami. Iron, nothing else. Murch with the rebound. Gets it off to a Trotzik. Nearly had it stolen, but a great job muscling that ball away by Marcus Murch to get it over to a Trotzik. Murch at the top of the key. Here's Prucher. And a pass goes off the hand of Murch, and then Simonian wasn't able to get there either. So a turnover for Bella Vista. Haven't seen too many of those here in the second half for Bella Vista. Saw way too many in the first half. 2-point game still. Ignacio. So another three-pointer for Ignacio, his first points of the half. He is at 16 for the night. Vista Del Lago fans calling for defense. Simonian double teamed. Eagles know what to do here. They double team the guy with 37 points. Here's Prucher. Murch with the rebound. Atrotzik. Atrotzik drives in, has the ball knocked away, out of bounds. Bella Vista will retain possession. Shot clock's reading 35. It should probably be closer to 30. In fact, they do. They reset it to 31. Here's a Trotzik. Vista Del Lago fans again calling for defense. Inside Wooden. Wooden muscles it up, doesn't go. O'Neal tries to fight for a rebound, and there's a foul on the floor. Let's see what we get called here. That's on O'Neal. Is that 5? That's 5 on O'Neal. So Zachary O'Neal has fouled out 5 points and a lot of aggressive play in this game. Prucher will come back in. The lead is 5 for Vista Del Lago, and they have possession. 5 minutes to go in the game. And here's Rostami, wide open, cutting to the basket. And Bella Vista got caught with most of the defense in backcourt. Here's Prucher, himself back the other way. He puts it up and in. And a timeout will be called by Bella Vista. David Gonzalez up off the bench, and he's getting on his players. It's something that not quite sure what it is that he doesn't like, but I could clearly hear him say, not okay. 64-59 is our score. 5-point lead for Bella Vista. I'm sorry, for Vista Del Lago. Bella Vista trailed. I think that Vista Del Lago got this up to close to 20 points at one point in this game. But the Broncos have fought their way back. They have been as close as 2. It is now 5, 4:43 to go in the ball game, barring overtime. And with the way this is going, why not have overtime? 4:43 to go as the timeout will expire. Prucher and Simonian, Marcus Murch will continue to play, seeing a lot of playing time. He's had a good game tonight. Jonah Wooden and Otrotzik are in there. Vista Del Lago with possession. Off the basket, so they can run the baseline here on the inbounds if they need to. Here's Mason Rostami. They get the ball across the midcourt line. Great passing game. 2-3 zone still from Bella Vista. They've been almost exclusively zone in the second half, which has helped bring them back. Here's Ignacio again. It was a beautiful fake on the part of Ignacio to get around the defender and then launch another 3. Quickly, the lead is back up to 8. It was just 2 a few minutes ago. Bad pass, controlled by Vista Del Lago. There goes Kramer. He puts it up and in. And just like that, the 2-point lead has expanded to 10 on an 8-point Vista Del Lago run. Under 4 minutes to go. Telegraphed pass. Kramer comes up with that, can't get it. Ignacio tries to get it. Loose ball into the corner to Ignacio. Vista Del Lago still in control. Biaghetti. Or check that, that's Rostami. Here's Biaghetti. He'll step to the 3-point line. Open jumper, left side, got it. And that is Mason Rostami. 72-59. The 2-point lead is now 13, and another Bella Vista turnover. Rostami will back it back out. Rostami and Ignacio. As Vista Del Lago taking their time, looking for the open shot. Biaghetti, nice job on the pick and roll. They can't get, Zhang can't get the shot to go. Bella Vista controls. Now we're going to get a 30-second timeout. Looks like Simonian is having an issue with either a cramp or it looks like he's stretching out his foot right now. So they're going to stretch him out a little bit. And so in the meantime, Dave Gonzalez, he's going to group the rest of the team. This would be a big blow if Simonian can't continue here, because he is the main reason why. His scoring tonight is the main reason, along with some really good defense by Bella Vista, especially in the third quarter, that got them back in this game. The lead is back to 13. Bella Vista was able to cut it to 2. Do they have another run in them that will make the last 2:47 interesting? Unfortunately, over the last couple of minutes, Bella Vista has turned the ball over in consecutive possessions. I think it's 3 consecutive possessions. We just get another technical foul here. So we got a delay of game technical foul for delay of game on apparently they did not leave the bench, and Jay Washington, the head coach, is confused and upset. So Prucher will take these free throws, and he missed the first one. And now the assistant coaches and the players are trying to calm down Coach Washington. Both free throws missed. And Bella Vista on the technical foul. Bella Vista gets possession. Now substitutions. All right, so Riley Dick is back in. He's got 4 fouls. Zachary O'Neal's already fouled out of the game. Here's Murch. Lovin's back in. Inside Prucher. Oh, and he can't get that one to go. The ball deflected out of bounds off Bella Vista, off Vista Del Lago, I should say. And so now Simonian, who had been on the bench for a little bit, is going to come into the game. He'll replace Prucher. Wooden will inbound. Riley Dick way out in front to the midcourt line, hounded in this man-to-man defense. Here's Lovins, 2:20 to go. Murch. Here's Simonian at the free throw line. Yep. 39 points for Simonian and another timeout. Bella Vista within 11. 2:13 to go. .213 to go. And it looks like Bella Vista, I'm looking at the scoreboard that shows both teams with 2 timeouts left. Foul situation, Vista Del Lago has 3 team fouls, Bella Vista has 1. So Vista Del Lago is 2 fouls away from sending Bella Vista to the free throw line for common fouls. I think they're double checking the timeout situation right now, and it is still showing 2 for each team. So glad you could join us on this Black Friday. Entertaining game tonight here at Bella Vista High School. Don't forget, our next live stream is going to come on the 5th of December. Bella Vista will be hosting Del Oro that night. And we'll be on the air just before 7:30 with our live stream. Rostami facing a full court press. 4 people in backcourt for Bella Vista. Now they're quickly back. Ignacio is on Murch. Good defense by Murch to close him off and not allow a path to the basket and allow his defense to get set up. Here's Ignacio. Now it's Rostami. Mason works off the screen from Zhang. Rostami goes all the way in and finger rolls it up and in. So Mason Rostami at 13 points for the night. 13-point lead for Vista Del Lago. Lovins. Lovins will drive in, looks for the shot, step around move, puts up a one-handed shot. That one rims out, and a foul on Bella Vista on the rebound. So that is going to be on Bryce Lovins. Second team foul on Bella Vista. Here's Rostami. Bounce pass to the baseline to a cutting Ignacio. And Ignacio scores the old-fashioned way. Ignacio's at 21 points for the night. Ball deflected away. Wooden comes up with it. Here's Murch. Here's Riley Dick in the corner. Dick tries to drive through the double team, winds up on the floor, and draws the foul. That should be the 5th team foul on Vista Del Lago, and so Riley Dick will go to the line for 2 shots. One minute to go. The free throw line has not been Bella Vista's friend tonight. Riley Dick gets the second free throw. That's his first point of the game. The lead is 14, under a minute to go. Here's Biaghetti way out in front. They've got a 35-second shot clock that they can roll off. We'll see if Bella Vista wants to start fouling. Of course, they've got 3 fouls to get before they can go to the free throw line. And free throws would be 2 shots once you get there. So at this point, what they're doing is they're just taking advantage of this. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Vista Del Lago is just taking their time. Here's Rostami. He'll launch the 3. And Murch comes up with the rebound, but they say it didn't touch the iron. So that is a shot clock violation and another turnover for Vista Del Lago. And so with 22 seconds to go, Bella Vista will take possession of this game. It was a fury of activity here in the second half for the Broncos. And a first half matching the second half would have produced a win tonight. But the Broncos, unfortunately, didn't have it at the end. Here's a tip that's up and in for Jonah Wooden, who has 6 points on the night. 3 seconds, 2. They're just going to let this one run out, and that is the end of the ball game between the Bella Vista Broncos and the Vista Del Lago Golden Eagles. Vista Del Lago wins this one by 12, but boy, it got interesting in the third and fourth quarter, where Bella Vista was able to cut the lead to 2 points before Vista Del Lago went on that game-ending run to set the final margin of victory of 12 points. So just tallying up some of the totals here tonight. Mikey Simonian for Bella Vista finishes with 39 points. Max Prucher, he had 10 as the 2 leading scorers in this game. Jonah Wooden, we have him for 6. Pardon me there. 2 points for Bryce Lovins. Marko Trosic had 1, and Riley Dick had 1. Leading the way for Bella Vista is the 21 points of Miles Ignacio, and he was scoreless in the third quarter. Actually, he was scoreless in the third quarter, and then came on for 8 points in the fourth quarter to help spark that run at the end of the game for Vista Del Lago to put this one away. Jonah Stagel finishes with 10 points for the night for Vista Del Lago. Mason Rostami, he finishes with 13 points, and Nathan Kramer he finishes with 10 points as well tonight. Owen Pettis had 4, and Nick Noguchi had 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule for Bella Vista, what we've got coming up. They, as we talked about at halftime, their next game will be on Tuesday, the 28th of November. Their final game, their second to last game in November. They will be at Miraloma on Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. You can check NFHS.com to see if there is a live stream on NFHS available for that game. Then they will be at the West Park tournament, and if West Park is streaming, that could possibly also be on NFHS. That will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. Opponents and times for that have not yet been announced, but or maybe they have. I just don't have that information. But let's get ready for that to happen for Bella Vista as well. Hopefully, and of course, they're going to be getting Damian Rickett, and they're going to be getting Max Morris, Ben Campbell, and Ryan Warner all back next week for the Tuesday game at Miraloma and the tournament, and then when we next join you for our next live stream on December 5th when they take on the Golden Eagles of Del Oro. Okay. Take a look at some percentages. Simonian, of course, he had the 39 points, 62% shooting in the second half from the floor. Give him Simonian a lot of credit. Simonian was the guy, or actually it looks like, no, on the floor he was 70%. I'm sorry, 62% from the free throw line. Simonian was just, again, he was just absolutely on fire. 18 points in the first half, 21 in the second half on 70% shooting from the floor. A nice night for Max Prucher. We talked about his 10 points, 57% from the floor as well in the second half. So what a performance tonight by Mikey Simonian. And as I mentioned before, get the other guys back, and you keep Mikey Simonian playing like that, and you've got quite a run ready to happen for the Bella Vista Broncos. You know they're going to get some key players back next week, and you've got some and you've got to have just a breakout performance by Mikey Simonian tonight. 39 points. What a night for him. And I cannot wait to see him do this more during the season with the team at full strength. If he can continue to go off like this, Damian Rickett do Damian Rickett stuff, and then everybody else fulfilled their roles, who knows what could happen with this season. It is a young team for Bella Vista. They lost 2/3 of their roster to graduation last year. They have a lot of juniors. They have sophomores on this team. And really the returning starter, the returning player, the one returning player that really saw a lot of playing time from last season is Damian Rickett. Can't wait for him to be back next week. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on our maiden voyage of the Bella Vista basketball live streams here on Bella Vista Hoops on YouTube. So we will join you again on the 5th of December as the Broncos take on the Golden Eagles of Del Oro, and we will of course have the following week on the 12th and the 13th, the two back-to-back home games as we get closer to the Christmas break, and of course the schedule is going to continue with more tournaments through the Christmas break as well. Once again, the final score tonight, Vista Del Lago 76, Bella Vista 64. Thank you for joining us. Continued happy Thanksgiving weekend, everyone. We'll talk to you again on the 5th. Have a great evening. Good night, everyone.